9-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Yep, got you, boy. I got you, boy. Mark 55, Mark 55. Echo, too little, cut. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Double dog, that's the way. Hey, check, ready, go.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. The open man is Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 55, smoke. Hey, I'm coming. 55,
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
90, walk, 50, hey, I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike Buzz. Hey, they're scared. Mike 55, check 55, Mike. You can't block me. Mike 55, Mike. Alpha. Hey, eat. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
All day.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On first down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. On second down, a run with Breida. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, pick your game up. Man left, man left. Hey. 4 down.
Now they try the right side here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch 30. There you go.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 60 or.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, high 7. Yep.
Check right 54. Right 54. Check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. No check.
Hey, seam 6. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll come out in the pistol, and the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
This is third and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Vikings first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
Back to throw. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got one.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
Right there. 54 Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Second and 4. And this one complete to Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike 51. Watch the blood.
Hey, Alpha.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
61, matchbox, right. Hey, echo.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. And I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 4th down, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Let's get this.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
H3, 218. Chopper. Set.
55 Mike.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ready up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Shift.
X3, 218, chop.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch twins. Watch twins.
exit. Mike 55.
To throw, Kaepernick. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
66. Bullet high. Mike 29.
Come on.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Night, sweetheart.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. On third down, a run from Breida. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Hey.
Now it's Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the hook. Wide. Get wide.
Greystone, travel. Hey, order. Go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf.
54. I'll block that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Shit! Watch the shit!
You draw Corker.
Deuce. Pick the edge. Come.
You're out.
Big edge. Check three.
Big grip.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On the stop. A 7-yard pickup.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
You got him. You got him.
So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. Kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Jack. Slam.
80 weapons.
Check. Fresno. You got tape.
Yep.
You got tape right there. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Fight.
Another carry now for Gurley.
Check it back. Got you, boy.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
64, weak.
Check 24. He's checking. Crash. Hey, watch it.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
Here we go. The see Pittsburgh.
Three buzz. Watch out.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Tight dog.
Yes.
He's coming, double up.
Chance. Hey, watch.
Head up.
Now Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shift.
General West. Hey, Charlie.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Show it. Watch twist.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
On the set.
Mike 51. He's time to win. He's time to run.
Check three.
Back. Leo.
SOS.
First down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
6-6. Pull it high.
Kill.
Get it ready.
Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
2-jet bombers.
Can't give these traps. Let's go.
Bud.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? I'm trying to collect.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Set. space.
Strong left. Strong left. Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10.
Hey. Set, go.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Team spill.
25, check 25, check 25, check 52. Hey, check 24, check 24.
61, matchbox lights.
Slam.
Hey!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
On the ready.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Defense.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They've got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches.
Go.
Now a give running left for Gurley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Here's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Line 36. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Let's go.
What can Kaepernick do now with his drive? And that's caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there, and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
64, weak.
They run forward with Breida. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill. Yes.
And they give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
80 weapon, 36.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Watch 30. Go. 36 to Mike. Go!
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Here,
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Switch.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a